Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to continue our coverage of the Superman movie that's currently filming right now. We've got some brand new images to check out of Superman in flight, and we've got a set video also to check out with what seems to be an action scene taking place within the movie. So really exciting stuff here, guys. So let's jump straight to it. This comes to us from comicflicknews.com. Superman, the Man of Steel, takes flight in awesome new set photos featuring David Corenswet. So let's jump into this article, let's break down this news and see what the latest updates coming from the Superman movie set are. So if you still need convincing that David Corenswet is our new Superman, the latest set photos may just help to convince you. Production is in full swing in Cleveland, Ohio, where the iconic DC comic superhero has been spotted taking flight. As expected, Corenswet's Kal-El kneels to the ground before leaping up and away. Special effects will undoubtedly enhance his takeoff. Corenswet certainly looks the part, embodying this iconic Superman imagery that promises to look incredible on screen. There are also rumblings that Hawkgirl and Supergirl might soon be seen on set, so stay tuned for more exciting reveals. In the meantime, enjoy this fantastic sight and look forward to potential footage accompanying the photos. Like I said guys, we do have pictures from the set. Also, we do have a set video which we are going to check out as well, so just bear with me a couple of minutes and we will get to it. So check out the latest look at Superman in the X post below. So this is where it gets juicy, guys. We have some brand new images to take a look at. I think they look excellent. So let's get to it and let's check out the first post here. So jumping over to X, from DC Film News, up and away. And we have this kind of compilation of 3 images here. And I think the suit in these images actually looks pretty damn cool. The sunlight, the direction of the sunlight, and the kind of the angle of the suit actually looks good. It doesn't look too loose fitting on him, you know, like a lot of people are worried about. And yeah, the facial expressions look good. Apart from this picture here on the far right, where he looks like he's kind of shit his pants. But yeah, I mean, I think the suit kind of looks cool, but I'm just trying to withhold judgment until we see it in post visuals when the movie or the trailer actually comes out, because I think it's going to look a lot different. And there's a lot of speculation regarding this movie saying that this might not be the final suit that we get, because that first suit reveal that we had with the S on the front with the snow on it, it looks very different from the S that's on the front of this suit. So I think that there's 2 different suits in this movie. That's my theory anyway. So yeah, guys, this is the take flight images here. Looks really, really cool. I'm not sure how I feel about the trunks on this far right picture here. They look very loose fitting and looks kind of cheesy, very corny as well. I'm not sure what to think of it. I know there's a lot of people that are very disappointed with the costume. But anyway, let's go on to the next image. So hopping over to this next one, this comes to us from DC Film News as well. And he put, yeah, that's Superman. So we have this image here where Superman is kneeling on the floor. He's got his hand on his knees. And, you know, from that angle there, the suit looks pretty good. Again, there are parts of the suit that don't look like they fit him properly. I get people's opinions on what they're saying about that. But I think the suit overall looks pretty damn cool. But yeah, from certain angles, it does look bad. But then other angles, it looks good. It's kind of like my mind keeps going back and forth on this suit. I really can't kind of make up my mind about it. And then we have the second image on this post here where he's kind of doing the classic point. It reminds me of that classic Spider-Man image with the 3 Spider-Men where they're pointing at each other. But yeah, I'm not really sure what he's pointing at here. I mean, is it part of the scene that he's pointing at another character? Is it between takes where he's pointing at somebody else? Obviously, we don't know the context, but he's got a smile on his face, David Corenswet here, so that's always good to see. So let's move on to the next post. So the next one comes to us from David Corenswet Files. And it says David Corenswet on the set of Superman via cleveland.com. So yeah, we've got 4 different images here. So this first image, we've got Superman kind of kneeling down on one leg. And he's making that face where he looks like he's powering up before he kind of launches into the air for his flight. So that looks pretty cool. Moving on to the next one, he's kind of jumping off the floor, just kind of leaving the ground. Got the classic, you know, arm in front of him, that classic Superman pose when he's flying. So it's good to see that they're still keeping that. And we kind of get a good look at the suit here as well. I think the cape looks pretty cool. I like the length of the cape. I like the boots. Not so sure about the trunks, I have to be honest. It harkens back to the older Superman costumes. And does it work in today's modern era? Not really sure about that. On to the next image. Again, that Superman pointing image we've already seen, so we're going to keep moving on. Superman kneeling down, and we've kind of already seen that one. So if we look in the comment section here, there's a photo here, actually. We get a kind of a zoomed out version of that pointing image. And we see the cape as well. The cape looks pretty big in this image. And yeah, I like the cape. I like the shade of the color. I like the colors on the costume. And, you know, again, David Corenswet's got that smile on his face. He's pointing at something here in the scene. So that's pretty cool to see. Yeah, the cape looks huge here. But on to the next post. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, so the next one here, guys, we have the set footage. So let's check out this footage here. Let me just go back to the beginning. So let's start off this footage here in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, as you can see there, this kind of Superman looks like he's kind of in a local town square somewhere. There's civilians behind him who are panicking. They're taking pictures and photos of him. And he seems to be holding this big, I don't know what this is. This kind of big board, kind of prop above his head. That could potentially be a piece of a building that's fallen off that he's holding above his head, that he's trying to protect people from. They're going to obviously CGI out the board and then potentially put in part of a building or something like that. It's really hard to tell in this context, you know, pre-visuals, what they're going to be doing here. But yeah, it's great to see Superman in this scene here, even though we don't get much of the context. And there's this dog as well in the scene. Is this James Gunn's dog, or is this supposed to be Crypto? I'm not sure whose dog this is or what part of the scene this dog is taking part of. Or are they between scenes and the dog is just there on set? I don't really know. So if anybody can clear that up in the comment section, that'd be great to hear. But yeah, so that was the video, guys. I found that really interesting. I think it's great. I always love to see how they make films, and it's so interesting to watch these set videos. But yeah, having the civilians in the background as well, obviously kind of panicking, goes to give us a bit of a context. There's something going on here, action-wise. I think that it's a building collapsing, or, you know, he's being attacked to some degree. We'll have to find out when the film releases. So moving on to the next post, we get a kind of image of that scene that we were just looking at. This comes to us from DC Film News. What an incredible shot. Yeah, in this picture here, again, we get a closer look at this image. So we see Superman here, and he's holding up that kind of prop. We've got two of the crew members either side, obviously supporting the prop, while David Corenswet's underneath it. And like I said, we don't know what this prop is representing. They're obviously going to CGI it out of the final edit of the movie. So it's hard to tell. It could be anything. It could be a car, it could be a building, it could be a person. We don't really know what this prop is going to be. But the stance that Superman's got here from the back, it looks fantastic. This looks like the iconic image of what you think of Superman from behind. And that yellow S symbol on his cape is really growing on me as well. But from behind, this costume looks absolutely incredible. I have to give it to this picture. So let's move on to the next one. So we get 4 more shots here from that same set footage. So let's quickly go through them. So we've got Superman here with his long cape. The S on the back looks great. He's holding his hands up in the air. I'm not really sure what the context for that is. Is someone aiming a weapon at him or something like that? Again, we've got that dog. Looks like a crew member's feeding this dog. I don't know who this dog is. It could be James Gunn's dog. I'm not really sure. We'll have to find out. So on to the next one. Again, kind of the same action sequence. David Corenswet there. The ground is all wet here. They're kind of in a fountain by the look of it. We get that dog again and Superman here. So moving on, he's just about to grab this prop. It looks like he's just about to move into position and kind of grab or capture this prop or vehicle or whatever this may be. So it's a great action shot there. And then onto the fourth one. Again, it's kind of that same image we've already looked at. He's underneath the prop, kind of holding it up. And it's very interesting to find out what this is going to be. Guys, put it in the comment section if you know or think you might know what this prop may be. But let's head back over to the article just to finish off. So going back down to the bottom of the article here. So, Millie Alcock is also expected to make a cameo appearance as Supergirl before taking flight in her own movie, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Yeah, so if she's going to be filming scenes out in the open, are we going to get a look at Millie Alcock's Supergirl costume? That would be really, really awesome. Guys, stay tuned to the channel because there's going to be a lot more updates coming this week. There's going to be a lot more leaks from the sets and set footage and set pictures, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel because I'll update you as soon as we get new stuff coming out about the movie. But yeah, if we got a chance to see Millie Alcock in costume on set, that would be incredible. I can't wait to see what she's going to look like as Kara. So Superman is currently set to be released in theaters July 11th, 2025. So we've got just over a year yet, guys, until we see this movie in theaters. But I think it's shaping up to look cool. I like the costume to some degree. Some of the angles it looks bad, some of the angles it looks good. I do like it, but I'm kind of mixed on it at the same time. I can't really make my mind up. But I know there's a lot of you out there who don't really like it. But again, the most important thing is that, you know, Clark Kent and Superman is written well. The character needs to be written well and compelling. The costume can come second. The costume isn't the most important thing. I know it's very important to Superman fans, don't get me wrong. It's important to me too. But to have a well-written script and character is what needs to come first in this movie. So guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about these images and that set footage? What do you take away from it? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Whatever your thoughts, comments, and opinions are, make sure you throw them down below, guys. Cannot wait to see what you have to say about this. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.